Hi everyone! Welcome back to the Declutter Homemaker. I'm so glad you're here. I've always been drawn to simple, gentle ways of living. The kind that don't require perfection, just a little more intention. I love routines that help the house feel calm without feeling like a full-time job. But I didn't always think this way. I used to believe a clean home meant constant effort scrubbing, chasing every crumb, folding everything perfectly. Over time, I've learned that less but smarter is what actually makes a difference. Fewer tools, fewer steps, more clarity, more peace. In today's video, I'm sharing the small cleaning shifts that truly changed the way I care for my space. Things that help the home stay clean longer with less energy. And trust me, once you start using them, your space will start to feel completely different. I've always believed that cleaning isn't just about removing dirt. It's a gentle way of showing love to the space we live in. Over time, I've discovered that certain stubborn messes need more than just a quick wipe. They need patience, the right tools, and a little understanding. That's why I've developed a few special techniques that help me bring dull and dirty areas back to life. One of my favorite discoveries was learning to clean my oven with a simple dishwasher tab. I remember the first time I tried it, I just moistened the tablet slightly and rubbed it across the greasy oven door. It worked like magic. The concentrated cleaning agents broke down the baked-on oil that no ordinary sponge could handle. Now I make it a part of my monthly routine, and I even use the same trick to clean baking trays and the bottom of the oven. When it comes to laundry, I've learned that quick fixes can be powerful too. Grease stains on clothes used to frustrate me, especially from cooking or makeup, but applying a small amount of degreasing oil directly on the stain before washing has saved so many of my favorite clothes. I usually let it sit for a few minutes before rinsing, and it always feels rewarding to see the fabric restored to its original softness and color. Another habit that changed how I care for my fabrics is laundry stripping. It's one of those deep cleaning rituals that feels almost therapeutic. I fill the bathtub with hot water, add borax washing soda and a strong detergent, then let towels or workout clothes soak for a few hours. Watching the water slowly turn brown is oddly satisfying. It's proof that even clean clothes hold on to hidden residue. Afterward, everything feels lighter, softer, and fresher than ever. Sometimes when the laundry is extra dirty, like gardening clothes or kids' play outfits, I like to boost my detergent with washing soda and borax. They work together to loosen dirt, neutralize odors, and give the wash that deep, clean feel. It's a simple trick, but it makes such a difference in how clean and crisp the clothes turn out. These little practices have completely changed the way I view cleaning. It's no longer a chore. It's a quiet act of care. There's a deep sense of peace in knowing that every corner of the home, from the oven to the laundry basket, has been tended to with attention and love. For me, cleaning isn't about perfection. It's about creating a home that feels truly fresh, calm, and full of comfort every single day. If you enjoyed these little cleaning secrets, don't miss my next video. It's all about 50 simple things you can let go of today to make your home feel lighter, freer, and more peaceful. It's truly inspiring and full of ideas you'll actually use. After all, a clean home always begins in the heart of it, the kitchen. It's where we cook, gather, and make memories, but it's also where messes love to hide. So next, let me share a few deep cleaning secrets that keep my kitchen feeling warm, fresh, and truly welcoming. Keeping a kitchen truly clean is one of those goals many of us chase but rarely feel we've mastered. I've learned over time that it's not about perfection, it's about small, consistent habits and a few clever tricks that make maintenance easier. The kitchen is the heart of the home. Yet it's also the place that gathers the most hidden messes, grease on the vents, sticky spills on shelves, and crumbs that seem to appear out of nowhere. Once I started developing a deep cleaning rhythm for my kitchen, everything felt fresher, lighter, and so much easier to manage. One of my favorite discoveries is how hot water can be a game changer for greasy areas. For example, when cleaning the range hood filter or stove grates, I pour boiling water directly over them or soak them in a sink filled with hot water. The steam and heat melt away built-up oil and grime before I even start scrubbing. It saves so much effort and keeps me from using harsh chemicals. Sometimes I add a bit of dish soap or baking soda for extra cleaning power, but honestly, hot water alone does half the work for me. Organization also plays a huge role in keeping the kitchen manageable. I used to wonder why my spice shelves always looked messy, even when I wiped them regularly. Then I realized the real issue wasn't dirt, but leaks. Now I keep items like soy sauce, olive oil, honey, or vinegar on small trays or plates. That way, if anything drips or spills, it stays contained and easy to wipe clean. This tiny habit not only protects my shelves, but also makes the whole space look tidier and more intentional. It's a simple fix that brings real peace of mind every time I open a cabinet. Another habit I swear by is what I call my trash bowl trick. When I'm cooking, especially chopping lots of vegetables or peeling shrimp, I keep a small bowl or basket on the counter. As I go, I toss scraps, peels, and packaging straight into it instead of running back and forth to the trash can. It keeps the countertop clear and saves so much time. Once I'm done, I empty the bowl all at once. It's such a small change, but it completely transformed how clean my kitchen feels while I cook. What I've learned from all of this is that deep cleaning the kitchen doesn't have to mean spending hours scrubbing. It's about making smart choices that prevent buildup and create a smoother flow during your daily routine. The less time you spend fighting grease and clutter, the more you can enjoy the warmth of your kitchen cooking, eating, and simply being there. Once I got my kitchen routine under control, I started thinking about what I was actually using to clean. All those store-bought sprays began to feel too harsh, so I decided to make my own. Surprisingly, the best cleaning solutions turned out to be the simplest right from my pantry shelves. I found that some of the most satisfying cleaning solutions don't come from store shelves, they come from my own kitchen. I used to spend so much money trying out different commercial cleaners only to realize that simple natural ingredients can work just as well, if not better. Making my own cleaning products not only keeps my home free from harsh chemicals, but also gives me a sense of calm knowing exactly what I'm using around my family and pets. It's practical, affordable, and surprisingly rewarding. One of my go-to recipes is a homemade all-purpose cleaner. It's simple mix water, white vinegar, and just a few drops of dish soap I like using Dawn or something similar. The vinegar disinfects naturally while the soap helps break down grease. I use it to wipe down kitchen counters, dining tables, and even doorknobs every day. The smell of vinegar fades quickly, leaving behind that fresh, just cleaned feeling. Sometimes I add a few drops of lemon or lavender essential oil for a softer scent. This little bottle has replaced so many other products in my home, and I honestly feel good knowing it's safe and eco-friendly. Another favorite of mine is a natural glass cleaner made with cornstarch vinegar and water. It may sound strange, but cornstarch works like a gentle polish that removes streaks and oily marks beautifully. I spray it on mirrors, windows, or even the glass door of my oven, and the result always makes me smile crystal clear and spotless. I first tried this mix when I ran out of my usual cleaner one day, and now I've completely switched to it. It's amazing how something so simple can work so well. Making my own cleaners has changed the way I approach housework. It's no longer just about keeping things spotless, it's about enjoying the process, feeling connected to my home, and caring for it with intention. I love the little ritual of mixing ingredients, shaking the bottles, and labeling them neatly. It's like a small act of self-care that also benefits my space. And when I see the shine on my countertops or the sparkle on my mirrors, I feel proud not just of the cleanliness, but of the mindfulness behind it. These natural cleaning solutions are gentle, effective, and cost almost nothing to make. But more than that, they've taught me that maintaining a beautiful home doesn't require perfection or expensive tools, just a little creativity and consistency. Every spray and wipe becomes a moment of peace, reminding me that caring for my space is also caring for myself. Of course, no cleaning routine is complete without tackling the bathroom, that tiny but high-maintenance space that never seems to stay fresh for long. Over time, I've found a few tricks that make bathroom cleaning easier, faster, and honestly more enjoyable. Bathrooms have always been one of the most challenging spaces to keep spotless. No matter how often I clean, humidity and water stains seem to creep back faster than anywhere else in the house. Over time, I realized that the secret isn't just in cleaning, more often it's in cleaning smarter. A few thoughtful habits and unconventional tricks have completely changed how I care for this damp, high-maintenance area. And the best part, these little methods save both effort and frustration while keeping the bathroom fresh and gleaming every day. Hard water can leave mineral buildup that makes faucets dull and shower heads clog easily. To fix this, I turn off the water and empty the toilet tank, then pour in a mix of hot water and citric acid. Letting it sit for an hour works like magic. The acid naturally dissolves the white limescale without harsh chemicals. I've also used this trick to unclog shower heads by soaking them in the same solution. The result is always the same. Water flows better. Everything shines brighter, and I feel that quiet satisfaction that comes only after a deep, thorough clean. Another unexpected but incredibly helpful hack I swear by is using dryer sheets in the bathroom. It sounds odd at first, but these little sheets do wonders for picking up hair lint and dust from smooth surfaces like tiles, sinks, and glass doors. I often give my bathroom counters and mirrors a quick dry wipe with a used dryer sheet before doing any wet cleaning. It lifts all those stubborn bits that would otherwise smear when you use a damp cloth. This small step makes the whole process faster, and honestly, it feels oddly satisfying watching every loose strand of hair cling to the sheet. These two tricks have made a huge difference for me because they simplify what used to feel overwhelming. I used to dread cleaning the bathroom thinking it would always take hours to scrub every surface. But with the right tools and timing, it's no longer a battle. It's a routine that keeps my space fresh, sanitary, and pleasant. I even find myself enjoying the process, especially when I step into a bathroom that smells clean, the tiles shine, and everything feels airy and calm. For anyone who struggles to keep their bathroom in check, my advice is simple. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Use smart cleaning methods that work with you, not against you. The goal isn't just a sparkling room, it's creating a peaceful environment that makes you feel good every day. Keeping the bathroom spotless taught me something important. The real magic of cleaning lies in the method. With the right techniques, even the hardest tasks become easier. Let me show you a few clever ways that completely changed how I clean my home from top to bottom. I've realized that keeping a clean home isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. There's a special kind of joy that comes from discovering little techniques that save time and energy while still keeping everything spotless. Every woman who spends time caring for her home knows this feeling well, that quiet satisfaction when you find a better, easier way to do things. For a long time, I used to wipe large surfaces like kitchen walls and bathroom tiles with small cloths, bending and stretching until my arms felt sore. One day, I tried using a mop instead, and it completely changed the experience. A clean mop with a removable head reaches corners I could never quite get to, like the top of the fridge or the ceiling where cobwebs love to gather. I still remember how amazed I felt when I finished cleaning the kitchen wall in half the time without feeling exhausted. Sometimes efficiency isn't about new products, it's about seeing familiar tools in a new way. Vacuuming was another task I thought I had mastered, but it turns out technique makes a huge difference. Instead of vacuuming back and forth in a single direction, I began using a cross-pattern method, first straight across, then again at an angle of about 30 to 45 degrees. The result was incredible, more dust, pet hair, and debris lifted from deep within the carpet fibers. I started applying the same trick to my sofa cushions and even car mats, and they looked and smelled fresher than ever. That was when I realized how powerful small adjustments can be. Even laundry has its own hidden tricks. Bulky items like comforters, winter jackets, or pillows often come out unevenly, washed with parts that stay damp or soapy. One day, I decided to fold my comforter into an S shape before putting it in the machine. Folding it once, dividing it into 3, then shaping it like an S. The result? Perfectly even washing and drying with no clumping or wet spots. It was such a simple idea, yet it made such a noticeable difference. I've come to see that cleaning isn't just a series of chores. It's a rhythm, a routine that brings peace and order into everyday life. When we take the time to refine our techniques to find the little things that make our work smoother, we make space not only for cleanliness, but also for calm. A well-kept home feels lighter, warmer, and somehow more loving. For me, that's what cleaning is all about, not perfection, but a gentle balance that makes life flow a little more easily. As I refined my techniques, I realized it's not just big cleaning sessions that matter, it's the little things we do in between. Portable tools and smart habits can keep your home feeling fresh every single day, even when you're busy. There's something deeply satisfying about keeping things clean, not just the visible surfaces, but also those hidden, often forgotten corners where dust and bacteria love to stay. I've always believed that cleanliness is not about grand gestures. It's about the small, mindful actions we take every day to keep our spaces healthy and calm. Over time, I've discovered a few portable cleaning habits that make a surprising difference in how fresh and hygienic my home feels. One of my favorite little tricks is using hand sanitizer, yes, the same gel we carry around in our purses, as a quick and easy cleaner. Most hand sanitizers contain alcohol, which not only disinfects but also helps lift light stains and grime. Whenever I notice that my computer mouse or keyboard feels a bit sticky, I just put a drop of sanitizer on a soft cloth and wipe them down. It works like magic, drying almost instantly and leaving a fresh scent. I even use it for small plastic items, like my phone case, kids' toys, or my credit cards. Anything that's touched often but rarely cleaned. It's such a simple thing, yet it makes me feel that extra bit of peace, knowing I'm getting rid of unseen germs in places I touch every day. But sometimes, cleanliness goes beyond what the eye can see. I learned this lesson after discovering the power of a UV blacklight. At first, I bought one just out of curiosity. I'd seen videos of people using them to check hotel rooms, and I thought, why not try it at home? The first time I turned it on and scanned under my sofa and around the trash bin, I was shocked. There were faint traces of old stains, things that weren't visible in daylight, but clearly showed up under the UV light. It wasn't pleasant to see, but it felt good to finally know where the real dirt was hiding. After cleaning those areas thoroughly, I noticed how the air seemed fresher, and even the faint odors that used to linger were gone. Now I use the UV light once every few weeks as part of my deep cleaning routine under mattresses, near pet beds, and even around the bathroom. It's amazing how much reassurance it brings to know that I've truly eliminated the hidden mess. To me, this is what cleaning is all about. Not perfection, but awareness and care. There's something empowering about having small, portable tools that help you take control of your environment, whether it's a tiny bottle of sanitizer in your bag or a UV flashlight tucked in a drawer. They remind me that cleanliness doesn't always require a full day of scrubbing. Sometimes it's just a few intentional minutes that make a big difference. In those quiet moments, as I move from one little task to another, I realize that keeping things clean isn't just about the house. It's about nurturing a sense of peace within myself too. And after all these years of experimenting with different tools and tricks, I've come to one simple truth. A peaceful home isn't built on effort, but on gentle, consistent habits. So before we wrap up, let me share the 3 golden rules that guide everything I do to keep my space calm and clutter-free. I've learned that keeping a tidy home isn't about perfection. It's about rhythm. consistency and kindness toward yourself. There were times when I felt completely overwhelmed by clutter, not because my home was a mess, but because I didn't know where to start. But once I discovered a few simple cleaning principles, everything began to feel lighter and more doable. I want to share 3 of my favorite rules that help me turn daily cleaning from a chore into a gentle, calming habit. The first one is what I call the 5-minute rule. It's simple. If a task takes less than 5 minutes, do it right away. It sounds small, but this rule has completely changed how I manage my space. I used to think I'll wipe that spill later, or I'll fold those clothes after dinner. But later never came, and all those tiny tasks built up into big, overwhelming messes. Now when I spill coffee, I grab a towel immediately. When I finish brushing my teeth, I wipe the sink and faucet dry. It takes just a few minutes, but these small actions prevent dirt and clutter from piling up. Every time I do it, I feel a quiet satisfaction, like I've done something kind for my future self. The second rule that truly simplified my home is the 1 in 1 out rule. Whenever something new comes into the house, something old must go. It keeps my home balanced, not overflowing. If I buy a new sweater, I donate one I no longer wear. If I bring home a new book, I pass along one I've already read. This habit helps me stay intentional with what I own. My home feels lighter and I feel freer. I no longer feel the need to fit everything somewhere because I've learned that owning less actually gives me more space, more clarity, and more peace. Finally, there's a small but powerful method I call cleaning backward. When you walk into a messy room, start by clearing visible surfaces, tables, countertops, or any large area that catches your eye. I used to waste time deep cleaning corners while clutter still covered my counters. Now I always clean what's visible first. I make the bed before tackling the closet, wipe down the kitchen counter before opening drawers, and clear the bathroom sink before scrubbing the floor. Just seeing clean surfaces instantly makes the whole space look better and motivates me to keep going. It's amazing how one simple change in approach can make cleaning feel easier and even enjoyable. Each of these rules, quick actions, balanced possessions, and visual order, has taught me that maintaining a clean home doesn't have to be exhausting. It's about staying mindful and taking care of your surroundings a little at a time. Every 5-minute wipe, every decluttering decision, and every cleared surface adds up to something beautiful, a home that feels peaceful, cared for, and truly yours. That's it. 7 groups with 21 habits and cleaning principles that help me keep my home tidy, fresh, and easy to maintain without stress or pressure. These little routines have truly transformed how I approach housework, not as endless chores, but as moments of calm and care. If you're looking to save time, enjoy a cleaner and more peaceful home, and free your mind from the stress of constant cleaning, I hope you'll try out some of these habits I shared today. They may seem small, but together they create a home that feels light, warm, and full of ease. And if you're ready to take the next step toward a simpler, more clutter-free life, don't miss my next video, a guide to letting go of 100 unnecessary things today to make your space feel freer and more intentional. It's packed with practical ideas and emotional insights you'll truly need. Trust me, it's one you don't want to skip. If this video brought you value, please like, share, and subscribe because you deserve a home that breathes peace and simplicity every day. And don't forget to share these cleaning tips with friends and family. Everyone deserves to live in a space that feels light and joyful.